We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. At 6:30 today, we are going live. I'm gonna be having a chat with the Consular Queen, Nardia Barrett Lewis. She's gonna be telling us about some of the recent developments as it relates to immigration matters in the United States of America. We are also gonna be taking your calls and answering your immigration questions. That's this evening at 6:30. Don't miss it. In the news today, detectives at the St. Catherine South Siswoka office, they have arrested and charged a 41-year-old taxi driver for the offenses of 1. Rape, 2. Grievous sexual assault, 3. Assault at common law, and 4. Possession of prohibited weapon. His name is Shawn Harrison and he's living at Grove Farm in the Bushy Park area of St. Catherine. The allegation is that late Sunday night, November 2, about 11:30, a female in her mid-20s, she boarded a taxi that was being driven by Shawn along the Gutters Main Road. On reaching in the vicinity of Grove Farm, it is alleged that Shawn, he stopped the vehicle and pulled a gun. He then pointed it at the female. He then forced the female to commit a sex act on him, then had intercourse with her against her will. He then pushed her out of the vehicle and drove away. A report was made to the police, who commenced investigations. Shawn, he was picked up by the police and he was placed on an identification parade where he was positively identified. He was charged, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. In this report, on Saturday night, November 15, about 7 o'clock, a taxi driver in his early 40s, he parked and securely locked up a white 2016 Toyota Probox motor car with license plate number PM 1313 at his home at 3 West in the Greater Portmore area and went to bed. When he made checks early the next morning, Sunday, November 16, the car was missing. Hoodlums thief it. On Sunday night, November 16, about 9:30, a man, he parked his white 2018 Toyota Axio motor car with license plate number 1004 LH along the Brayton Parkway in Portmore to attend an event nearby. When he returned about 12:30 the next morning, the car was missing. Hoodlums thief it. Early Sunday morning, November 16, about 1:30, a 45-year-old businessman, he parked and securely locked up his white 2012 Nissan AD wagon motor car at his gate at West Court in the Westchester area of Portmore and went into his home. When he made checks about 2 hours later, the car was missing. Hoodlums thief it. About 6:30 in the morning, the police, acting on intelligence, they went into bushes along Dyke Road in the Waterford area where the car was seen. It was retrieved by the police. In this report, detectives have arrested and charged a guy for unauthorized possession of ammunition. His name is Alex Allen, but he's popularly known as Frass. Frass is 27 years old and he's living at Myrtle Way in the Passagefort area of Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Allegations are that early Sunday morning, November 16, about 5 o'clock, a team of police officers, acting on intelligence and armed with a search warrant, they conducted a raid at Frass' home. A dresser in his bedroom was searched and bingo. The police, they're alleging that they found 2 shotgun cartridges, and a black magazine in one of the drawers. As a result, Frass, he was arrested and charged by the police, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. Intelligencers, big up on yourself, and officers, job well done. In this next report, a serial shopbreaker is lucky to be alive. His name is Danville Vascianna. He is 24 years old and he's living at Main Street in the Sandy Bay area of Hanover. Now, what we're learning is that on Sunday, November 16, a businesswoman, she locked up her business place named Fisherman Paradise and Bar at Sandy Bay in the parish of Hanover and went home. Listen to this now. Early the next morning, Monday, November 17, at minutes to 3 o'clock, Danville, he ran to the Sandy Bay police station begging for help. He was questioned by the police and he told them that he had broken into the Fisherman Paradise and Bar and someone fired shots at him. The police, they contacted the owner for the bar and they went there. The bar was really broken into for true and some items were stolen from the shelf. The police, they also found the red and black handled steel cutter that Danville used to break into the bar. They also found the pair of Crocs that Danville ran left when him here shot a bit. Not only that, the police, they also found 4 9mm spent shells along the roadway. So at least 4 shots were fired at Danville. He also gave the police a caution statement confessing to breaking into the business place. He was charged for shopbreaking and larceny and malicious destruction of property, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. Why may I tell you? This one, it took place late Sunday night, November 16, about 11 o'clock. It took place at the popular restaurant named Ocean on the Ridge at Shaw Park in Ocheres in the parish of St. Anne. We are learning that a male in his late 20s and a female in her early 20s, they were sitting in a car in front of the popular spot when they were approached by 6 hoodlums. 3 of them were armed with guns. The hoodlums, they jumped on the couple and proceeded to rob them of their cell phones, cash and other valuables. The hoodlums, they then took the couple to the Ocean on the Ridge building where the hoodlums, they broke into the office and a bar on the property. The hoodlums, them thief 1 Scotiabank card machine, 1 monitor box, a turntable and an assortment of liquor valued at over 200,000 Jamaican dollars. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape on foot in the area. In this next report, a 32-year-old guy named Odaine. He's living in the Little London police area. He's battling for life in hospital and detectives in Westmoreland. They are trying to ascertain who was it that shot him and why. Our information is that on Sunday night, November 16, about 7:15, Odaine, he was involved in an accident with a white Nissan motorcar along the Bay Road, main road. When the police went on the scene, information was received that Odaine, he was already transported to the Savannah Hospital. At the hospital, it was revealed that Odaine, he had received gunshot wounds to his upper body and he was seriously injured. Odaine, he was airlifted to another medical facility where he was treated and admitted in a serious condition. Investigations are continuing. The mayhem. In this next report, that man on your screen, his name is Howaldi Cedano. He was 49 years old. Howaldi is from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, but he was working in the parish of St. Anne as an industrial engineer. He was staying at a house at Runaway Bay in St. Anne. Now, this is what we are learning. Some of Howaldi's co-workers, they became concerned because they had not seen Howaldi turned up for work a few days. They tried calling his cell phone, but the phone, it rang without an answer. As a result, yesterday morning, Tuesday, November 18, about some minutes to 8 o'clock, Some of Howaldi's co-workers, they went to his home. On arrival at the house, what appears to be blood was seen coming from under one of the doors, and there was a foul smell coming from inside the house. As a result, the police were notified. The police, they went to the location, but they had to enter the property by climbing over a wall fence. The house was securely locked up. A justice of the peace was called in, and in the presence of the JP, the police, they forcefully entered the house. Howaldi's body was seen lying on his right side in a bedroom. A 3,000 watt total generator was seen inside a bathroom about 15 feet away from Howaldi's bedroom. The generator was seen in the on position, but the gas tank was empty. It is suspected that due to the fact that there was no electricity in the area, Howaldi, he was using the generator inside the bathroom, and he ended up dying from the carbon monoxide that emanated from the generator. Investigations are continuing. Sad indeed. In this next report, we are learning that a man, his name is Euton Daley. He was 70 years old, and he was said to be of unsound mind. He was living at New Ground District in the Limal area of St. Anne. We are learning that Mr. Daley, he died after he was hit down by a motor vehicle that did not stop. This incident, it took place on Monday night, November 17, almost 9:30. It took place in the vicinity of Total Tools along the Jacksal Main Road in the parish of St. Anne. The police are investigating. Over in St. James, early yesterday morning, Tuesday, November 18, at minutes after 4 o'clock, the dismembered body of a male was found along the roadway along the Flankers Main Road in the parish of St. James. It is theorized that a motor vehicle was traveling in the left lane of the dual carriageway towards Montego Bay, while the male pedestrian was crossing the roadway. The vehicle collided with the male pedestrian. It is suspected that after the accident, the pedestrian, he fell some distance away. The vehicle that hit him did not stop. He was later ran over and dragged by other vehicles. He died on the spot. Up to the time of recording this video, I hadn't gotten his name, but the Montego Bay Traffic Department are investigating. In this next report, if you look on your screen, that was the aftermath of an incident that took place on Monday afternoon, November 17 at minutes to 5 o'clock. It took place in the vicinity of Miami Drive along the Gregory Park Main Road in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. Look and listen.
Boy, that don't care. Look like a lady like. Hello. See them? Somebody in there, man. See them? Yeah, man, lady in there care, man.
So, what you're learning is that the police, they are saying that they were on patrol in the area when they signaled that grey Toyota Axia motor car to stop. The police, they are claiming that the occupants of the car disobeyed the police signal and sped off. A chase ensued and the Toyota Axia, it crashed into a wall. The police, they are claiming that the occupants of the car opened gunfire at them and they returned the fire. They are saying that at least 2 occupants made good their escape on foot in the area. When the smoke was clear, a guy who was dressed in a camouflage shirt, a shorts and a pair of black shoes, he was found in one of the passenger seats suffering from gunshot wounds. He died on the spot. The car was searched and the police, they are saying that one loaded 9mm pistol was found. Up to the time of recording this video. I hadn't gotten his name, but when I do, I'll be updating this report. Indicom are investigating and talking about updating report. On Saturday, October 25, I brought a report about an incident that took place the previous night. Friday, October 24, about 9:30. A businesswoman in her mid-60s. She had just got home at North 20th Street in the Greater Portmore area of St. Catherine. She parked and came out of her vehicle. She was in the process of opening her gate when she was approached by a hoodlum who was armed with a gun. The hoodlum, he pointed the gun at the lady and demanded that she handed over her property. The hoodlum, he then went into the lady's vehicle and the lady ran off, bawling out for help. A group of persons who were playing domino nearby, they were alerted. The hoodlum, he started chasing the lady and pointing the gun at her. Bam! A licensed firearm holder was among the group of guys that were playing domino. The hoodlum, he fell to the ground clutching the illegal gun. That illegal gun turned out to be a Glock 19 9mm pistol with the serial number erased. It was affixed with a magazine containing 13 9mm rounds. The hoodlum, he died on the spot. Now, when I carried that report, I told you that the hoodlum, he was not yet identified, and as soon as he was, I'd be updating the report. Well, his name is Lawson Needham, but he was popularly known as Pops. Last month, on October 24, the same day that Pops was killed, he celebrated his 32nd birthday. Pops was living at Worcester Road in the Cedano area of Spanish Town. So Pops, on his birthday, him left all the way from Spanish Town, go Portmore, for go name a food, but someone name Pops food. Pops get chops. Once again, licensed firearm holder. Job well done. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, on Sunday, I carried a report about that man on your screen. His name is Roger Hope Danvers. He was almost 64 years old and he was living at Flamingo Beach in the Falmouth area of Trelawney. Early Sunday morning, November 16, about 12:30. Roger, he was at a restaurant on Market Street in Falmouth when he got involved in an argument with a guy over one of the ladies of the night. That guy's name is Carlton Bowen, but he's also known as CJ. CJ is 27 years old and he's living at Granville in the parish of Trelawney. It is alleged that during the argument, CJ, he used an instrument to inflict several stab wounds to Roger's upper body. Roger, he fell to the ground on his left side and that was it for him. He died on the spot. CJ, he was taken into police custody and he has now been charged for the offense of murder. So, CJ, he'll be facing the courts shortly. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them broke out can't tame, but me want me country back, give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back, give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica, criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica, oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica, criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica, oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica, criminals them a mash up Jamaica.